It's Miss Tammy from the Plumboro Community Library, and I'd like to welcome you to story time at my home today. I am so glad you're here. Before we begin, I'd like to speak with the grown-up that's with you today. Can you bring them to the screen and let me talk to them for a few minutes? Hi, grown-ups. Miss Tammy here from Plum Library. I'd like to inform you what supplies are needed today in case you want to shut this video off, go find the supplies, and then come back and turn the video back on. We need, first of all, a scarf for some scarf play and singing. Second, for our craft time, we are going to need 32 ounces of cornstarch and a can of shaving cream, or if you don't have that shaving cream handy, another way you can make the craft is with a cup of cornstarch and a cup of baking soda. Also, with both of those items, you are going to need a cookie sheet so we can make our craft just a little bit later. Now, back to boys and girls. Again, so glad you're here. I'd like to begin, boys and girls, by showing you what we're doing today. This is my visual schedule. It shows us what we have to look forward to, and when we're finished, we remove it, and it shows you what remains. So today we're going to begin by singing our hello song. We have 3 songs to do. We have a story, we have a craft, science experiment, and then we are singing our goodbye song. So let's begin with our hello song. And it uses some sign language. Hello, friends. Can you do that? It's time to say hello. Would you join me, please? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Thank you. Would you join me again? Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Awesome. I just know you did a wonderful job using your fingers to communicate words. Next, I told you that we are going to be doing a song after a hello song. So let's take our hello song down, and we're going to be doing another song. And this is where you need your scarf. So if you don't have one, you can just pretend. You can use your fingers, because we are going to do a song about some white things that come down from the sky, and it's very cold. Can you figure out what that might be? And we're going to stop right here, because grown-ups, here's a literacy tip that I'd like to share with you, and it's a very simple one. As I just asked the boys and girls a question about, can they guess what's cold and white coming from the sky? It's just talking to them. More than 60% of parents believe that talking to children begins to benefit their language skills at 3 months or older, when in fact it begins at birth. Start talking to your children at a young age, and as they get older, engage them in conversations about their day. Ask them questions about the story. Tell jokes and make up stories together. All of these efforts will help them develop important language skills and help with early literacy. How simple is that? So, boys and girls, did you figure out what is white, cold, and comes from the sky? If you said snow, you've got it right. But get a scarf, or look what I found in my kitchen. I found a napkin. It really looks like snow. Maybe I'll use that. And here's the song, and it's about snowflakes. Snowflakes, snowflakes in the sky, love to watch you floating by. Down you fall without a sound. Down you fall to the ground. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by. Did you make your arms move and make your snowflakes go this way and that way? Let's try it again. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by. Down you fall upon the ground. Down you fall without a sound. Snowflake, snowflake in the sky, love to watch you floating by. Like that song, and I love that you moved your arms, stretched, and made pretend snowflakes. Well, I have another one that we do with our scarves, and it's about all kinds of weather. It's about rain on the grass, rain on the trees, rain on the roof, but not on me. And then we're going to put different weather words, and we'll end up putting snow. Are you ready to try it? Rain on the grass, rain on the trees, rain on the roof, but not on me. Now let's put the word sun. Sun on the grass, sun on the trees, sun on the roof, but not on me. Leaves on the grass, leaves on the tree, leaves on the roof, but not on me. Now let's add our snow. Snow on the grass, snow on the trees, snow on the roof, but not on me. Nice job. Let's do another song. I'm going to show you a picture. Do you know what this is? This is called a toboggan or a sled. Sleds look like all different things. Some are round, saucer kind of things, and plastic. This happens to be wooden. But we're going to sing a little song called Bumpin' Up and Down on My Little Sled. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take some colors, and I'm going to pull out a color, and that's the color we're going to sing about that our sled might be. Now, what you could do is, since we're all about pretending today, you can pretend this is your sled, and you can sit on that, okay? And you can pretend you're bumping up and down, because when you go down a hill really fast on a sled, you sometimes bump up and down. But it goes like this. Here we go. Bumping up and down on my little red sled, bumping up and down on my little red sled, bumping up and down on my little red sled. Won't you be my darling? Let's find another color. What color is this? Are you ready? Bumping up and down in my little blue sled, bumping up and down on my little blue sled, bumping up and down on my little blue sled. Won't you be my darling? One more. Let's try another color. What is this? Okay, here we go. Bumping up and down on my little brown sled, bumping up and down on my little brown sled, bumping up and down on my little brown sled. Won't you be my darling? And as we look at our visual schedule, we sang our snowflakes, snowflakes in the sky, love to watch you floating by. We did snow on the grass, snow on the trees, snow on the roof, but not on me. And last of all, we did bumping up and down on my little red sled. So what does that bring us to? It brings us to story time. So I have a really fun story that I think you will really enjoy. And it is the biggest snowman ever. The biggest snowman ever. It's written by Steven Kroll, illustrated by Jenny Bassett, and it is used, and I'm reading it with permission from Scholastic Books. So let's take a listen, and wow, I don't know if I've ever seen the biggest snowman ever. Do you think you would be able to make the biggest snowman ever? What would it look like? Would it be as tall as you? Would it be as tall as one of your grown-ups? What would it look like? Would it have a hat? Would it have arms? Would it have a nose? Let's find out what the biggest snowman ever looked like. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once there were two mice who fell in love with the same snowman, and this is how it happened. On a bright winter day in the mayor of Mouseville announced the town snowman contest. "Whoever makes the biggest snowman will win a prize," he said. All the mice were excited. "The judging of the contest will take place in 2 weeks," said the mayor. "Good luck to all of you." Wow, a contest. See who can make the largest snowman. "Well, I'm going to make a really big snowman," said Penelope. "I'm going to make a really big snow Martian," said James. "I'm going to make the biggest snowman ever," said Clayton, the house mouse. His friend Desmond, the field mouse, frowned. "No, you're not. I'm going to make this biggest snowman ever." "Oh, yeah," said Clayton. "Oh, yeah," said Desmond. Does it sound like they're going to get in a fight? Let's hope not. That night, it snowed and snowed. Huge drifts covered driveways, roads, and fields. It was the perfect beginning for a snowman contest. What if you didn't have snow? Would you be able to have a snowman contest? I don't think so. In town, Penelope began her snow princess and James began his snow Martian. Out in the country, Clayton and Desmond began their snowmen. Clayton made a snowball and rolled it along the ground. The more he rolled, the bigger it got. Before long, he had a large base for his snowman. Did you ever put a snowman together? Well, let's look over here. Not far away, Desmond was doing the same thing. There it goes. That bird better look out because it's starting to roll. The next day, Clayton made a huge snowball for his snowman's belly. There it is. Not far away, Desmond did the same. That night, Clayton brought his dad out to see his snowman. Dad scratched his head. "I don't know, son. It's going to be big, but I'm not sure it will be the biggest." Dad whispered in his ear, "If you want to work faster, use a wheelbarrow to carry the snow." Do you know what a wheelbarrow is? Let's see if we can see. A little later, Desmond brought out his Uncle Vernon. "I don't know," said Vernon. "It's going to be big, but will it be the biggest?" Desmond smiled. "I'm just getting started," he said. Vernon whispered in his ear, "If you want to work faster, use a wheelbarrow to carry the snow." That was the same advice that Clayton's dad whispered in his ear, if you recall. Okay, let's see if they take their advice and use a wheelbarrow. Oh, there it is. There's a wheelbarrow. Did you ever carry anything in a wheelbarrow? It really helps lighten the load. Let's read. The next day, Clayton filled his wheelbarrow with snow. He piled the snow onto the snowman. Then he rolled another snowball for the snowman's head. Not far away, Desmond did the same. Well, a few days later, Desmond ran into town to look at James's snow Martian and Penelope's snow princess. He said, "All of our snow people are the same size. Is that a problem? Will there be a winner in this snowman building contest?" That afternoon, Clayton made the same discovery. They all look the same size. Is there one that's the biggest? Not yet. What's going to happen? The next day, while working on his snowman, Clayton had an idea. He brushed the snow off his gloves and walked toward Desmond. At the same moment, Desmond had an idea. He brushed the snow off his gloves and walked toward Clayton. What do you think they had in mind? They bumped into each other and fell down. I have an idea, said Clayton. I have an idea, said Desmond. We should do this together, said Clayton. No one said we couldn't, said Desmond. Do you think that's a good idea? They should work together. I kind of like that idea. First, they rolled each part of Desmond's snowman over to the middle of the field. Then they rolled each part of Clayton's snowman over. Do you see that? They piled the snowballs on top of one another. Clayton dropped a floppy head on the snowman's head. How did he do that? He's a good problem solver. He climbed that tree, didn't he? Desmond added a long scarf, huge coal eyes, and a giant carrot nose. Wow, see what happens when you work together? When they were done, they had built the biggest snowman ever. The morning of the contest, field mice on snowmobiles brought the judges to the country. Oh, there they are, all coming on their snowmobiles. You both win the prize, said the mayor, handing Clayton and Desmond a large wedge of Swiss cheese, because mice like cheese, you know. Let the celebration begin. Everyone gathered to dance around the snowman, drank hot chocolate, and ate donuts. Sounds like a fun celebration. Everybody got to be a part of it. We did it, Clayton and Desmond said, jumping up and down. We did it together. Yay! Isn't that the best way to do something, is to work together? I like that story just for that reason. Let's take a look at what we've already done. We have read our story, The Biggest Snowman Ever. And we have two more things. We're going to make some art or a science project, and then we're going to sing our goodbye song. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I have put my cornstarch, and they said an entire box. I just added a little bit, some cornstarch, and then some shaving cream onto my tray. And I created a snowball looking thing. And I'm going to show you, it is the coolest texture. And what you do is you mix it together, and it is like snow. And I have made a snowman, or snowball, a snowball. I think that's really cool. And I'd invite you to do the same, to take an entire can of shaving cream and 32 ounces of cornstarch, mix them together, and you're going to have some fun snow that you can play indoors, because right now we don't have any snow outdoors. It's green out there. Or if you don't like that idea, parents, get a cup of cornstarch, a cup of baking soda, and then you mix them together and slowly add a tablespoon of water, and it's an awesome texture as well. I hope that you will have fun just playing in your pretend snow. And I'd like you to create something, maybe a snow person, and see if you can take a picture, send it to us on our Facebook page at Plum Library, or our Instagram or our Twitter page. We love to see the projects you do at home and the fun that you are having with your family. And here's an idea. Why don't you, as a family, or as maybe you can get a brother or sister to work with you, and create a snowman, maybe the biggest shaving cream cornstarch snowman ever. But before we leave today, we're going to sing our goodbye song. Would you join me? We're going to use our sign language again. I'm going to wipe off my white snow hands, and we're going to use our sign language to sing Goodbye Friends. And it's like this. Goodbye friends, goodbye friends, goodbye friends, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me today at Story Time. I hope that you learned something about working together. I hope you enjoyed our snow songs, and I hope that you maybe try this science project, art project with pretend snow. And if it does snow, go outside and enjoy some of that too. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.